This is your midlife money magic moment, your transformation, and your glow up. Let's start with the first way the survival tax shows up. The cycle that keeps people broke generation after generation. Being broke is expensive. When you don't have money up front, you end up paying more for everything. You know the deal. That 30-year mortgage where the interest alone could have bought you another home. $250,000 loan that turns into $450,000 over time. That's the survival tax, paying extra because you don't have cash up front. Then comes the car payments. Most of us own 4 or more cars in our lifetime. That's decades of payments following you from your 20s through your 60s. Because your credit isn't perfect or your down payment was too small, you're paying higher interest. You pay more because you have less. Some of us are still paying student loans 15 or 20 years later, maybe even helping our adult children with theirs. Here's the real problem. When every dollar goes to payments, you can never get ahead. You're on a hamster wheel. You just keep rolling and rolling. You need a car to get to work, so you finance it. Now you got a $400 monthly payment, and that $400 could have went to savings. Then your AC breaks, which costs you $1,500 to repair. But since you don't have an emergency fund, you swipe your credit card at 24%. Now you're paying even more because you didn't have what? Money up front. It's not irresponsibility, it's the system. A system that charges you more for having less. Every dollar going to interest is a dollar not working for you and your future self. Not for retirement, not for fancy vacays, not for your legacy. It's going straight back into the bank's pocket. The second problem is invisible but devastating. This is where the survival tax really hurts. Let's talk about the lost investment opportunities. Say you pay $500 a month for a car. Normal, right? But if you invested that same $500 from age 25 to 65, you'd have between $1.5 and $6 million. Now, maybe you're thinking, Myss T, I'm 45 or 60. It's too late. Not even close. Start at 40 or 50 and you can still build hundreds of thousands by retirement. But when all your money is tied up in debt, you can't invest. You're locked out of the wealth building game. Meanwhile, wealthy people are investing left and right. Their money grows while they sleep. Every year, this gap gets wider. But here's the kicker. You're working harder than they are. You might have 2 or 3 jobs. You're exhausted, but you're getting poorer because your money goes to survive, not thrive, not to growing. That's the vicious cycle. They invest, they get richer. You pay debt, you stay stuck. Compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world, but you only benefit if you can invest. When you're stuck paying the survival tax, you are locked out. In midlife, every year you stay trapped. It is a year of growth lost forever. Before we move on, I'm Myss T, and this channel is all about midlife transformation, money magic, mindset shifts, freedom. If you're ready to level up after 40, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. I drop new content every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4 p.m., 3 days a week of transformation energy, all right here on Myss T TV. Now let's talk about the sneakiest problem of them all, lifestyle creep. It's a silent wealth depleter. It keeps you broke even when you make more money. You get that $20,000 raise. You celebrate dinner out, designer bags, buying watches. Before you know it, $15,000 gone. You're making more, but you're still living paycheck to paycheck. That $15,000 could have been your emergency fund, your debt payoff, your first investment, but instead it's sitting in your closet depreciating. Then the cycle continues. You buy a nicer car, a bigger house, you're going on better vacations than ever before. You're working harder than ever, and you still can't get ahead. That's lifestyle creep. That's the survival tax in disguise. Let's flip the script. How do you stop paying the survival tax and build real wealth? Here's the secret. The best time to borrow money is when you don't need it. Rich people use debt. Broke people are used by debt. When you have savings and assets, debt becomes a tool. When you don't, it becomes a trap. Broke debt is high interest, including credit cards, car loans, and bills. Wealthy debt is low interest debt, which includes real estate, businesses, and investments. Elon Musk could have paid cash for Twitter. He borrowed instead, probably around 5-10%, because his companies earn 15 to 30%. He made money on the difference. Meanwhile, someone else is paying 24% on groceries right now. That's the gap. Here's your midlife plan to break the cycle. Face the truth. List every debt and interest rate. Stop the bleeding end of lifestyle creep. Pay off anything over 8%. Start your emergency fund, even $25 a week. Invest $50 a month. It counts. Save 50% of every raise or bonus. Debt should be a tool, not a trap. Borrow from power, not desperation. Let's recap. 1. The debt trap keeps you broke. You pay more for everything when you have less. 2. The invisible wealth depleter. Missing investment costs you millions. 3. Lifestyle creep. More money, same struggle. The solution? Eliminate high interest debt. Build your emergency fund. Start investing and stop lifestyle creep in its trap. This is your midlife money magic moment. This is where transformation begins. And if this message opened your eyes, do 3 things for me. Like this video. It helps more midlife souls find it. Subscribe and ring the notification bell for new content every Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Drop a comment below. Which survival tax problem hit you hardest? Was it the debt trap? Lost opportunities? Lifestyle creep? Your story may help someone else break their cycle. Your transformation isn't just about looking good. It's about being financially free and emotionally whole. I'm Myss T, and I'll see you in the next video. Now go break that cycle and handle your money magic.